This is the second time I'm making this video. I just made the entire video and my phone filled up and the video cut off. So we're starting all over. Welcome back. This is HubTunes. I'm Mike. This is my year-end top 15 new releases of 2023. I love making these videos. I love watching these videos. You guys keep up the great videos. I can watch year-end lists videos for hours. I get sucked in. I love it. So this is it. Probably the final video of 2023. Hard to believe. 2023 wasn't a good year. I had a bad year. Financially, work-wise, personal shit. Not a good year. But there's always another year. So thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate all the subs and all the views. And I'm still making these videos, which is hard to believe. But Happy New Year. Happy holidays, all that. Yeah, let's get into it. Top 15 new releases of 2023 that caught my ear. This is one that caught my ear, but I'm not real crazy about it. That's probably why it's number 15. Maybe it was just a little disappointing. I don't know. This is the Kills God Games. One of the most horrid album covers of the year. This is worse than Hackney Diamonds. Come on. This album cover absolutely sucks. It's also, yep, that's glitter. What were they thinking? Let's put glitter on the cover of a vinyl record. Absolutely ridiculous. This is the Kills. They are a duet out. I got the clear purplish, pinkish. They're a duet. Alison Marchette, she is the lead singer. And they are a duo, not a duet. She's the lead singer. She's also in Dead Weather with Jack White. I prefer her in that band. I love Dead Weather. I hope they get back together. The Kills, a lot of looping, a lot of feedback, you know, that kind of thing, because it's just the two of them. I prefer their earlier stuff. This not where I would start. I would definitely go with their early stuff. They are one of my friends, Kevin, used to call them sexy rock and roll, and it's all her. She's just exudes, like, you should see her on stage when she's live. She's like a panther on stage. She's back and forth, and she's gorgeous. She sounds great. Really good band, but this is not one of my favorite records of theirs. We're off to a good start with that's number 15. The next one is I'll do this one next because they're out of order because I already did this video once. This is Strange Dance by Philip Selway. Philip Selway is the drummer for Radiohead. I prefer solo records from members of Radiohead over Radiohead records. I love Tom York's solo stuff. I love Philip Selway's solo stuff. What's the other guy's name? He had an album out a couple of years ago that is absolutely fantastic. I love his, what's his name? Comments below. His soundtracks are great. Philip Selway, this is, I believe, his third solo record. His first solo record was called Familial. And it's very minimalist, very quiet. It's usually just him and a piano and maybe a little drumming here and there. And it's gorgeous. I really, really like it. This is the opposite. This has a large band with him. The single that was released off of this, I still don't like. I believe it's called Check for Signs of Life. I really don't like it. But the rest of the album is really good. Really interesting stuff. The title track, Strange Dance, is excellent. The opener, Little Things, is good. Picking Up Pieces is good. The Other Side. This is a really interesting, good record. He definitely has expanded his, his solo output, because the first two records are so minimalist. It's just him singing, with a piano and or a guitar. And this one is total opposite. This goes a little bigger sound, a much bigger sound. I got the gray vinyl, marbly gray. A good record, a really good record. I do prefer his debut solo, much better. The second one is okay. But good stuff by Philip Selway, drummer for Radiohead. Next up is a woman who I think is just groovy as can be. I just love the way this woman's career has gone. She's matured into a wonderful performer. I've seen her live, especially lately. I think I've seen her live like 3 or 4 times in the last 6 years. And I'm not a huge fan of cover albums. I find them to be mostly a waste of time. But this is Juliana Hatfield. She's done it again. She's released a cover album. This is Juliana Sings ELO. She's done one for Olivia Newton-John, which was pretty good. She did one covering The Police, which I'm telling you guys, that is a great record. She doesn't, obviously she has to do a couple of the hits. She also does deep tracks, and she did some deep tracks with The Police. I loved her song selection on that, and she does it again with this record. Obviously, she has to do some of the hits. She does Can't Get Out of My Head, Strange Magic, Don't Bring Me Down, Showdown, Telephone Line. But she opens with Sweet as the Night, which is one of my favorite ELO songs. The second side is Secret Messages, great deep track. Bluebird is Dead, From the End of the World, and Ordinary Dream. Those are not ELO hits. I love her song selection, and she does a great job with all of these. Strange Magic actually is probably my favorite on here, and Sweet as the Night, another great song. She's terrific. Like I said, I love the way her career is going. I really want to hear some more original music out of her because I know she's got it in her. She's still hanging around, and I love Juliana Hatfield. I think she's doing a great job with these records. Oh, and I got it on I know you guys love it. It's on Pooh Brown. Yeah, I don't know why I got the Pooh Brown, but it's not that bad. It's kind of, I don't know, it's Pooh Brown. So yeah, Juliana Hatfield. This just came out a few weeks ago. I'm really digging it. This is a band that's hit or miss for me. This is definitely a hit. Man, this is a great record. This is the OCs. This is called Intercepted Message. Look at that artwork. Freaking great artwork. Awesome record. This thing rocks. Great. The inner sleeve is cool. I got it on black vinyl. It comes with, lyric sheet and everything. This is a really good record. Like I said, they're hit or miss for me. Some of their stuff I really don't care for. But this is a great record. It's almost a comeback for them, I think. It's just really, really good. And the artwork is spectacular. It's rock. It's alt rock. It's not groundbreaking music by any means, but man, really good record. I highly recommend it. This is a band I discovered this band, I think at South by Southwest many years ago, probably in the mid-2000s. And I really liked them. I saw them a couple of times outside of South by Southwest. I remember their debut was really good. And the second album was pretty solid too. And then I kind of lost a little touch with them. And this is a band called Temples. Also, beautiful artwork, right? I mean, this band, really good. I love when bands do this, just put out some beautiful packaged artwork. I mean, look at that. That is terrific. And then the inside, I don't know what this is all about. It's just a bunch of, I think it's supposed to be like postcards. Yeah, it's postcards with all the lyrics on it. But it's great. It's a really good record. It's folky. It doesn't rock. It's more of a dream poppy kind of sound to it. Sean Lennon plays on a couple of these songs. He plays, what does he play? He plays steel guitar, lap steel. And a lot of the string arrangements were done by Sean Lennon. It's a good record. This is really caught me by surprise. It's a double record. It's 2 record set. I think I just got the black. No, I didn't. I got the... Ooh, look at that. Pink. I don't have to have colored vinyl, but if it's only $1 or $2 more, I'll usually get the color. So yeah, this is Temples. Did I say the name of the record? I don't even know if I did. Okay, would not do that. The name of the record is Exotico. So yeah, check this out. If you like folky, dreamy poppy kind of stuff, this is a really good record. I think you'll like it. So that is Temples. This next one, this is a Chicago band. I've loved this band for a long time, and they make some really good music. I really dig them. This is a band called Califone. They are the album is called Villagers. It is on clear vinyl, and it is a really good, also folky. If you like Wilco, this band, check them out. They're great. Live, they're terrific also. They make a lot of music. This is, I don't know how many records they have now, but man, they make a lot of music. And this one is a really good one. This is probably one of my favorites of theirs. It's excellent. If, like I said, if you like Wilco, that kind of soft, folky rock sound that kind of gets a little jammy, this is your bag. You are gonna love this. The opening song is great. The second song, Eyelash, is probably my favorite, and the title track, Villagers, excellent record. This band, wow, these girls have exploded. When they released their EP in 2018, I bought it and I loved it, and couldn't wait for a full album. And they kept saying, "Yeah, we're gonna make an album," but they didn't make an album for quite a while. That was 2018. Well, in 2023, they made an album, and they've made a huge splash, and that's Boy Genius. Unreal. What a huge hit this has become. I mean, I'm honestly, I'm a little surprised how big it is. It's, what is it? Phoebe Bridgers, Julian, what's her name? Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna go. Oh, Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dawes, and Julian Baker. Man, what a huge album this has become. Congratulations to these girls. I dig it. I like it. It's obviously it's in my top 15. Is it my favorite record of the year? Probably not. But man, these girls, they did it, and they made a great record. So congratulations to all the success. I mean, they're just tearing it up. This is a cool record. This is a band called Rose City Band. This is called Garden Party. Cool artwork. This is Ripley Johnson. I think he still goes by Ripley. He's changed his name a couple of times. He's also in a band called Wooden Ships, which I believe is now defunct. They are a psychedelic alt rock band. And he's also in a band called Moon Duo, which I don't know if they're still around. I discovered them through Moon Duo. Moon Duo was obviously a duo, and it was kind of him and I think his girlfriend at the time, who might also be in Wooden Ships. More electronic. He played some drums, he played some keyboards, she played some guitar, and they kind of went back and forth. I saw them live in a chapel in one of the oldest cemeteries here in Chicago. It was a cool venue, and it was a really interesting night. But this is his latest band. This is probably their third or fourth record. I love this. I love this record. This is Grateful Dead influenced. It is psychedelic pop folk. It's a little jammy. There's some jamming going on here. You know, some of the songs, well, the two songs I really like, especially side two, it opens with a song called Mariposa, which is 7 minutes long. Then there's a song called Moonlight Highway, which is 6 minutes. And then El Rio is also 6 minutes. So the second side is all jammy kind of stuff. The first side is more folky, psych rock, just light-hearted music. It's not deep. It's not, you know, it's a garden party. It's just a wonderful record. And for a while there, I thought this was going to be my favorite record of the year, because I played it all the time. It's got some trippy inner sleeves. But great record. I really enjoy this. In fact, we did on my other channel, the Vinyl Community Gunkles, I believe we reviewed this record, and not everyone liked it, but I did. Great record. This is a comeback, man. This is a great record. I was so excited. I love PJ Harvey. This is her latest album. What's it called? Oh my God, I can't read that. The Inside Old Year Living. And it is not like any other PJ Harvey record. And I don't know if people are loving that or liking that or hating that. I'm digging it. I don't want my artists to remake old music or relive their old records. I want them to continue to be evolving, and that's exactly what this is. It is. It's a slow burn. It's not. It's definitely not upbeat. It's powerful. Lyrically, it's pretty harsh. There's a lot going on here. It's a difficult record to hear at times, but it's great. It's really, really good, and I'm so glad she's back. I hope she tours. It's got a nice gatefold with some photos from the sessions. I got the black. Yeah, I got the black. Just really powerful record by PJ Harvey that came out this year. Welcome return by this talented lady. Next up, I cannot believe that this band has an album in my top 5 of 2023. It's the Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamonds. Wow. First of all, I think it's their best record since Some Girls. This is better than Emotional Rescue. This is better than Tattoo You. Tattoo You is... I'm not a huge fan of Tattoo You, obviously. This is really, really good. When I first heard I did a review on it. Again, yeah, the artwork is absolutely horrendous. What a absolute waste of a gatefold. I got the black vinyl. I had trouble getting the record. It didn't show up at my record store for a couple of weeks after release date. Universal kind of screwed things up. I think like most everybody, they heard the first single, Angry, and were like, it's a Stone song. And then we heard Sweet Sounds of Heaven with Lady Gaga, and I think everyone was just blown away. I mean, it's phenomenal. Lady Gaga and Stevie Wonder, by the way. Lady Gaga's on. Nobody mentions Stevie Wonder, and he's a huge part of that song. I love this record. I think it rocks. The first 2 songs I'm not crazy about. Angry and Get Close are kind of my least favorite songs, but then it freaking kicks into high gear with Depending on You, Bite My Head Off with that Paul McCartney bass riff in the middle. That fuzz bass is great. It reminds me of When the Whip Comes Down. That it has that vibe to it. Dreamy Skies is wonderful. Whole Wide World is great. And then the second side is nonstop. Mess It Up, Live by the Sword, Driving Me Too Hard, Tell It to Me Straight, the Keith Richards song, Sweet Sounds of Heaven, and the Rolling Stones Blue. This is a solid record. It's definitely better than anything they made in the 90s and the 2000s. Hands down. No, but yeah. Is it one of the greatest Rolling Stones records of all time? No, but it's definitely in the top half. And say what you will, there is no way Mick Jagger sounds this well. There's no way his vocals sound this good. They were definitely enhanced. I think he's even said it. I don't know how much enhanced. He sounds great. If that's what it takes to, he sounds great. But yeah, Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamonds is in my top 5 records here. This record is, for a long time, I also thought this was going to be one of my favorite records of the year. When this came out early in the year. I think this came out in like February. And I fell in love with it. I was not real familiar with this woman. And I don't really like a lot of her other stuff. But this is Margot Price, Strays. She is a country artist, I believe. And this is not a country record. This is a late 70s Fleetwood Mac inspired 70s record. It's got 70s all over it. It's just got that. It feels like Rumors. It feels like, Stevie and Nicks. And it's really, really good. There's a couple of songs on here that I swear sound exactly like Fleetwood Mac. The opener is absolutely wonderful. Been to the Mountain is so damn good. Sharon Van Etten is on a couple of songs. Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers is all over this record. I think he even produced it. Really, really good, you guys. I highly, highly recommend this record. I know it's getting some buzz, but I wish it got more. It is so good. Like I said, it's a 70s record. Late 70s, country, alt country. It's so good. And I fell in love with it, and then I went and listened to a bunch of her other stuff, and I don't like it. It's too twangy. There's no twang on this. Next up is, okay, now we're in my top 3 records of the year, and this one blows me away. This is a band I've known for 30 years. I loved like their first like 5 or 6 records. I was so into them. I saw them at South by Southwest a couple of times, and I loved this band when they first came out. And they make a lot of music. They're very prolific. I bet they probably have 20 something records out, and they make a lot of music, and almost too much, where it became, oh, they got another record out, and I kind of lost. I just stopped paying attention because a couple of them I didn't really care for, and there was too much. And I heard they were releasing this one, and I didn't like their last one all that much. And that came out like a year and a half ago. And then this came out. And this is Yola Tango. It is called, what is it called? It's called This Stupid World. This is Yola Tango's new album. And this might be one of my favorite of all their records. This might be in my top 3 of all their records. I love this thing. This is great. It's more upbeat than some of their records. It's jammy. It's got the guitar work on here. I believe it's Ira Kaplan. It's so good. It has almost if you've heard Wilco live, this has a Wilco live kind of sound to it. The guitar work on here is loud and it's in your face. The opening track, Sinatra Drive Breakdown, is a masterpiece. I love it. The whole thing. I honestly, I love this entire record. It's a 3-sided record. It's double record. The 4th side is just blank. I believe it's just blank. But man, it is. This is a great record. I hate saying a return to form, but it kind of is. And I shouldn't say that because I haven't heard all their records, because I did go through a phase where I just ignored them. I didn't buy any of their stuff. But this has gotten me to go back into their catalog and start listening to stuff. I actually just bought another one of their records that I totally blew over in the early 2000s, and it's really good too. So I'm their new record has got me to go back into their catalog and rediscover stuff, and discover stuff that I never really listened to. But Yola Tango, this is a really, really good record. Love it. Okay, so any one of these 3 could have been my number 1. Yola Tango could have been number 1. This could have been my number 1. Hell, the Margot Price record could have been my number 1. But this is going to be my number 2. And I love it. I love it. They're my favorite band working right now, and that's Wilco. This is their new album, Cousin. People say Wilco doesn't jam anymore. Whatever. This song, Infinite Surprise, that opens this record, is a jam. Fuck, it's good. 10 Dead is powerful. Levy might be one of my favorite Wilco songs at this point. It's so good. The single, Evicted, I didn't like it when it came out. These bands, they release singles ahead of time, and I don't like some of them. But then when you hear them in the context of the entire album, they kind of make more sense and they feel right. So I like it. I like it a lot. And then there's a couple of like jammy acoustic-y songs, a bowl of pudding, Sunlight Ends, and Cousin. Really good. Pittsburgh is another one that's great. And then it ends with like one of the most uplifting rocking songs that I think Jeff Tweedy's ever put down, and that's a song called Meant to Be. It's so uplifting. It makes you wanting more of this record. It is a little short. I have to admit this record's short, but compared to their previous record, Cruel Country, anything would be short, because that was a meandering, long record. This is nice. This is a fun record. I love the artwork. It's a Japanese photographer, I believe. Really good. I'll show the inner sleeve. It's also got some cool artwork on it. And I just went with the milky white. So, yeah, Wilco Cousin. Maybe I'm a little biased. From Chicago. Love him. Seen him. Oh my God, I think I've seen him probably 40 times live. I just saw them actually a couple of weeks ago. There will be a review of their concert coming up. And yeah, Wilco Cousin, my number 2 favorite record of 2023. Wow, we're up to 25 minutes, guys. I'm sorry. This is my favorite record of the year. And you guys, I don't know. It's not for everybody. His vocals are not for everybody. His styling is not for everybody. I love him. And that's Bill Callahan, Reality. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous record. Double record. I got the black vinyl. Bill Callahan is, he was in the band Smog, which made 15 or 16 albums. And then his solo career, he's probably made another 10 or 12. He's made a lot of music. This might be my favorite of his solo records. I love it. I absolutely love it. He is some of his music is minimalist, you know, it's droning. His vocals he's very deep voiced, baritone kind of. He repeats himself over and over. A lot of his lyrics will tend to repeat. I can understand why it's not for everybody. I can understand why people are like, wait, what is this? I find him absolutely fascinating. I just love this record. The artwork is really, really groovy. I saw him on this tour earlier in the year, and he was great. He was so good. Check him out. Like I said, not for everybody, but I just dig him. Smog is a little more upbeat. Smog is a little more band oriented. This has a definite solo artist kind of feel to it. The song First Bird, you know what? There's not a song on here I don't like. I love every song on here. Bill Callahan, Reality is my favorite record of 2023. Cannot wait for him to make more music. He always is interesting. And that's what I look for in all of these records is interesting. So questions, comments, snide remarks in the comments. Tell me what I missed. I had a few other things. I had some honorable mentions, but I don't know. There's a few things out there. The Sufjan Stevens record could have easily been on this list. I didn't buy it. I streamed it a couple of times, and man, is it depressing. It is so depressing. His partner passed away, and it's just when you thought Sufjan Stevens could not make a more depressing record than Carrie and Lowell, he did it. It's so depressing, but it's powerful. It's emotional. I mean, some of it brought me to tears. It's really, really good record, and it should have been in my top 15. But like I said, I didn't buy it yet. I will buy it. And yeah, I'm sure that you guys have a totally different list. Some odd things on here, but I highly recommend everything. Check it all out. All these available streaming. Most of them are probably still available on vinyl. So yeah, that's it. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Again, thank you for watching this silliness. I'm still truly humbled that anybody watches these stupid videos. So thank you again. I appreciate all my subs, all my viewers, all the people who comment. I've made some friends, and you guys turn me on to music all the time. And I hope I do that to you, because that's why I do this. You guys stay well. Happy holidays. Bye.